Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very glad to meet you all. I've been producing and developing ceramic coating and eco-friendly kitchenware. I am Kim Sang-mok, director of Neoflam NX Research Institute. I feel very nervous and I feel very pleased to be in front of all of you. Today, I want to share with you a lot of information of our product. I hope you enjoy it and learn a lot from it. Let's have a look at the video that I prepared.
She was pregnant with me. The doctors, they were just completely scared. They said, don't get your hopes up. He won't make it through the night.
프라이팬 코팅제가 해야 한다는 논란이 있는 과부하 화합물 성분이어서 주의가 필요합니다.
식품 포장재 인체에 주는 영향에 관심이 커지고 있습니다. 298명의 신생아에게서 과부하 됐고 국내 산모의 모유에서 과부하 화합물 10여 종이 검출된 것으로 확인됐습니다. 과부하 화합물은 탄소와 불소를 결합해 만든 물질로 물이나 기름, 열 등에 강해 표면 코팅제에 주로 쓰입니다. 인공적으로 만들어졌기 때문에 자연에서 분해되지 않고 한번 몸속에 들어오면 쉽게 빠져나가지도 않습니다. 여성에게 과부하 화합물이 취약한 이유는 아주 가까운 거리에서 흡입하게 되기 때문입니다. 몸속으로 들어온 독성 물질은 혈액 속에 섞여 온몸을 돌아다니게 되고 특히 여성 호르몬과 관련이 있는 유방, 자궁 등에 심각한 영향을 미치게 되는 거죠.
이미 유럽과 미국 선진국에서는 PFAS, 불소 코팅의 퇴출 움직임이 시작되고 있습니다. 그러나 우리는 어떨까요?
티타늄의 코팅력으로
이렇게 매끈하다는 거예요. 이렇게.
깨끗하게 매끈하게 아예
네?
스스로가 그냥
이렇게.
춤을 춰요.
기름을 저희들이요.
예.
여기 안 넣는데도 이렇게 깨끗하게 떨어지는 겁니다. 이게.
기름 한 방울 들이지 않은 겁니다.
빠르고 편하다는 이유로 계속 요리하다 보면 우리의 이야기가 될 수 있습니다. 편리함에 속아 건강을 포기하겠습니까?
Would you choose health or convenience? This video, it was not made by ourselves. It was extracted from the media. And the environment is being destructed and people suffer and there are birth defects. So what does this video mean? And why would I show you this kind of provocative or in a way disgusting video? If you look at the video, we can see that there is something that is poisonous, very dangerous, and people suffer and die because of it. Then what is the substance? What is the harmful chemical? And what is the chemical and why? How is it permeating our life? You're right. We are, without even knowing, we are using this frying pans with fluorinated coating. And the truth about the harmfulness of this frying pan has been distorted, threatening the health around us. The substance is per and polyfluoralkyl substances, or PFAS in short. It could sound a little difficult, but simply we can say it is a combination of carbon and fluorine. And it is often called zombie chemical. It does not degrade, and when absorbed, it doesn't get discharged from human body. And this chemical became famous after DuPont invented the PFAS chemical. Famous patented as Teflon coating. So it has been adopted by a lot of frying pan products, and a lot of people are using the products without knowing that it is very dangerous and it can harm your own health. A lot of frying pans that you can find on that displayed on the markets and in large supermarket chains, and you can easily see and find PFOA, PFOS, and they're all promoting that they don't have these chemicals. If you go today to the supermarket and see, you can easily find this slogan. This must be the chemical that I'm talking about, right? And even the manufacturer is saying that these are harmful. So they're making so much efforts to say that they don't have these chemicals in their products. And this is the harmful chemical that is in the coating frying pan. And you might be saying that, oh, I'm not using fluorinated frying pan, but they have different names. So without even knowing, many of the products on the markets contain the chemicals. A lot of manufacturers are saying that they don't have it in their products, but is that really true? Are they saying the truth? So we have to check the truth out. There's a famous brand from tea, famous and titanium pans. There are a lot of pans. And we did the assessment to see if there's any chemical that is one of the family of the PFAS. Diamond pans, titanium pans, a lot of pans are there. They are just different names, but all of these frying pans have fluorinated coating. So these all have harmful chemical, PFAS. We consider PFOA, PFOS, and others as the same family. So they're all very similar harmful chemicals. So you cannot believe all the what the manufacturers are saying. So the PFAS is actually the collection of all these chemicals. PFAS free can be used when any of these similar chemicals are not used. So it must be very strict, right? So we have to check the words out. The eternal chemical that we are saying, when it ends up in our body, it permeates the blood. And the deadly part is to your brain, and most seriously, lungs can be harmed too. Compared to other countries, Korean people's blood is found to have more and have more PFAS and 3 times more from women's body than from men's body. Why is it? Because it's from kitchen. Women are more likely to be exposed to kitchen, and they tend to cook more than men do. So they use frying pans more frequently. That is why. So brain, genital, and lungs diseases can happen because of these chemicals. I want to ask a question. A lot of women are dying from cancer every year. What is the number one killer as a cancer for women? You're right. It's lung cancer. I want to ask another question. How about industrial accident? Many people are suffering from industrial accident. What is the occupation, number one occupation that has the most reports of lungs disease accidents, industrial accident of lung disorder? You might have thought it could be occupations that engage more dust, like workers in mining industry, but actually they are workers that work in cafeteria and other kitchen places. People say smoking is dangerous, so we have to smoke outside. But fluorinated frying pans are more dangerous than smoking, but we are still using them very freely in our own kitchen. So why would we do that? We are looking for organic foods, organic products every day, but the health of my beloved family is being threatened because of this cooking. It's so shocking. We looked at 264 mothers, and 82% of the mothers, their breast milk had PFAS found. It's so shocking. And the harmful chemical from the kitchen was actually passing on to our own children. And those chemicals can affect growth of our children and development very badly, and it can also cause birth defects. And how about the root of those harmful chemicals ending up in our body? So fluorinated coating. So better than another root. More dangerous route is to breathing it in while cooking. That's even more dangerous. Let's look at a scene from a YTN news report. You can see the white smoke coming up, and there is smoke from fluoroplastic coating. And when the temperature goes upper than 250 degrees Celsius, harmful chemicals are produced. So how high is the temperature? Maybe you also cook a lot, and when you cook, many of you have a habit of using high heat from the beginning of cooking, and it goes upper than 300 degrees Celsius. We normally don't measure the temperature while cooking, so you must be very shocked to hear this truth. I'm hoping you're not having this habit at your own kitchen. I think we have to lose this bad habit. I think we have to lose a habit of using high heat all the time and try to use low to mid heat. This is materials from academic paper. Until 360 degrees Celsius, with only low dose, it can be very deadly to human body because deadly poisonous chemicals can be produced from it. How about the company that manufactured this coating, Teflon coating? In 1941, DuPont invented Teflon coating and got a patent. And in the patent, they're specifying that its recommended maximum temperature for safe use is up to 260 degrees Celsius. Even the very inventor of this product is not guaranteeing safety over 260 degrees Celsius. When we are cooking at home, frying pans are going upper than 300 degrees Celsius very easily. So it's very shocking. It's very dangerous. While using fluorinated pans, even our own kitchen became even more dangerous than a smoking area because of these frying pans. These harmful chemicals are around us. Maybe you have known it already. Consumers and stakeholders and scientists, they all knew it already. They all have known. And this has been raised as an issue socially. The movie scene is from an American movie called Dark Waters. Let me explain about the story. The plastic and the chemicals. The manufacturer of the product, DuPont, and the lawyers from a town that was affected by the factories. Factories were established with the development of a new chemical. The people in the neighborhood were seeing livestock getting killed and birth defects, and people die of diseases, and the residents there came to know that this is from the factories and this is from the chemicals, and people gathered together and the lawyers fought against the company. So the government finally ordered a ban on the manufacturing, on the use of the products. Total prohibition order was given. And they had to compensate for the damages taken on the residents. You should share this information and the truth with the people around you. And we should think about what kind of material is included in the frying pan. You should watch the movie yourself, and you will lose appetite for using the frying pan that you're using. The PFAS should be banned, and this move has been across the world, and it started from America. In America, under strict control of the government, the chemicals can be used, and in some areas, total ban has already been applied. And the company, the manufacturer, has already declared the stopping of the pause of production. And 90% of these chemicals are manufactured by company 3M. By 2023, total ban has been declared. And by 2026, the ban on commercial use will take effect for the chemical in question to be weeded out permanently. How about Korea? We don't have example, so people are not taking enough action. Should we wait then until somebody takes action? We have to do something now. I have so far talked about not using fluorinated pans. Then what pans should we use? There are a lot of pans. Stainless, cast iron frying pans. A lot of frying pans are displayed on the market. However, they're not satisfying the needs of consumers because consumers are already so used to the convenience of fluorinated coating. So we chose ceramic coated frying pan. The materials are mostly from nature, minerals, soil, and we are using this expression when we explain ceramic coating, from the nature to the nature. So it's based on natural minerals that exist in the nature. So ceramic coating will be the center of what will protect your health and protect the environment, and we should be the leader in that going toward the future. There's a famous ASPED ad copy that says, "It is science, not furniture." To the Atomy members, I want to declare and suggest this copy. As a frying pan manufacturer, we want to say, it is health, not kitchenware. It is health. Not kitchenware. It is health. Thank you very much. And it is happiness that protects the health of your family. That is why we made this product. Atomy Medicook ceramic coating frying pan. Our priorities are health and environment of consumers. We are future oriented. Before this product entered the market, we did a lot of tests and quality controls and did a lot of assessments. And then I met Atomy. Atomy was even more than that, stricter than that. We worked with a lot of famous brands, did a lot of OEM production with them, but I've never met a company that is more difficult and thorough than Atomy. From the developer's perspective, I wanted to quit many times. But surprising thing is, we thought we were very thorough, but Atomy was even more delicate than that. Atomy was thinking and actually checking many factors that could be overlooked by many people. As a partner, I wanted to give up many times. I use Atomy products myself a lot at my own home. And as a seller, I had to think more thoroughly. And then when I was using Atomy products after I became Atomy's partner, I was trusting Atomy even more. So what is the difference with other ceramic coated pans? I would love to explain about the differences. From now on, please focus. If you wanna buy our products, I think we need to share accurate information with them. So please focus. We have glueless 9-level coating. So our durability is stronger than any other product. Each layer has each different special functionality in the design. So our 9 layers have their own special purposes, and it's 9-level coating. When we are cooking, I think you might have experienced a situation where my cooking oil feels like it's circumventing my food because it's sliding down the edges so many times. It's so-called pot belly issue where the center part sticks upward. But our product is a little different. So lightweight pans might be more convenient to use, but the lighter the pan is, the more transformation it gets. And the function could be lost after all. So I would love to talk about the 9 layers. And maybe among the total 9, I would like to highlight 3 of them. So we use a lot of salt in our cooking. So the coating could corrode or peel off very easily. So we have our technology, protection coating technology, that we applied and develop and apply to prevent those kinds of situations. So the coating is very strong and solid, and the anti-scratch properties are very strong. So we have such layer too. So this is what separates our product from other products. The biggest point here is the heat, the strength of heat. You have to lose habit of using high heat from the beginning. We have extreme 8th generation non-stick properties, and these properties can be used best if you use it properly over mid to low heat, not high heat. So at a nano size of about 1,000th of one hair strand, we had a control of the properties and performance. So the most advanced non-stick ceramic coating was applied to our product. So we improved a lot of different parts that lacked in ceramic coated frying pans. So compared to other brands, how are the performances? We already made an analysis. So some most popular brands were selected and analyzed. We can see Medicook frying pan had more than twice the quality and performance. A lot of low price ceramic coated frying pans that is a little more than $10, they used Chinese made coating. It's fake. It's not the real ceramic coating. It's lightweight and it's very transformative. So it's transformable. So easily transformable is very dangerous. So we have the advanced technology adapted to our product. And we are proud to say that we are very confident in saying this. Even the best coating, if not properly used, the performance can be compromised. So what compromises the performance? What is the biggest problem? Is the heat. Mid to low heat. Not the high heat. High heat cannot be used. All right? That's the most important part. Other than these factors, we have two different advanced technologies included in the product. First, we can see this special pattern. We worked with Korea Institute of Industrial Technology to co-develop oil road. This pattern can block and obstruct the flow of oil so that we can create the own pathway for oil. Only oil can exist on the path so that oil can be equally dispersed. So this oil road, this pattern, sometimes while you're using our product, there could be food waste stuck in there. So in that case, what you can do is soak it sufficiently with warm water, and you can use Atomy scratch-free scrubber or other soft silicone brush to clean it. And in that way, you don't have to damage the coating. Another technology is called cold spray. It is an engineering method that is used in aerospace industry and special industry. And our ceramic frying pan is world first that adopted and applied this engineering method to a frying pan. You don't have to worry about the existing problems that the existing induction pans had in the past. So induction cooker, and it is now very expensive these days. So I buy a frying pan and I use it on my induction, but it's not working. It doesn't operate. Induction machine is so expensive, but there are some scratches on the machine and they're not going away. It's really expensive and it's like tens of thousands of dollars sometimes. So sometimes it's very inconvenient, and sometimes you could be very very dissatisfied with those situations. But now we have improved those problems with our technology, advanced technologies. Thank you so much. And then I want to share another tip or information with you lastly. So you might all know that frying pans are consumables, which means they need to be replaced. Did you exercise the checklist, the self-diagnose checklist? It's in your leaflet that you got today. If you have checked 8 or more, you have to replace your frying pan that you're using correctly. The bad habits that you're doing at your kitchen and the bad frying pans could be the reason. And the content of the use of frying pans, there's another list, right? So if you have checked many, you cannot use even the best frying pan, even our frying pan. So you need to fix your habits. If not, the ceramic performance cannot be maximized, cannot be used properly. You're not supposed to use a frying pan until it's torn away. We have to replace them at a proper time. And when do we have to replace them, and how can we use longer? I'd like to discuss this matter today. So please put a proper amount of oil on your pan. And if the temperature goes upper than 300 degrees Celsius, the coating life gets depressed steeply. So as I told you already, frying pan's temperature easily goes upper than 300 degrees Celsius. And it can go up. The temperature can go up faster than you expected. So please, when you first use heat, don't use high heat. So preheating is one of the most important habits. So preheating, please remember preheating. Ceramic frying pan has very good heat efficiency. So you can just use mid to low heat from the beginning of the cooking, all right? And steel, stainless materials, sometimes your kitchenware are made of those materials and they can damage the frying pan. So please, when you're cooking, use silicone or wood or other soft kitchenware, cookingware on your frying pan. After you finish cooking, please cool it down first until before you start cleaning it. So after it cools down properly, start cleaning. Whether or not you cook it carefully or not, sometimes there is food waste, or it sometimes doesn't get washed away easily. So please soak it in warm water sufficiently, okay? Before you clean it. And then another important thing is the scrubber. PFA. I told you, PFA free is very important, okay? And abrasive could be there. Abrasive is the cause. And abrasive can damage all different kinds of coating. And ceramic coating is especially very weak and vulnerable to abrasive. So when you're selecting a scrubber product, please use a scrubber dedicated for coating. So you might be wondering what kind of scrubber you should buy. We have created this Atomy scratch-free scrubber, so use it, please. Preheating. I cannot lose this habit of using high heat. So if the preheating lasts less than 2 minutes over mid-heat, and it's for induction and gas stove, and for highlight is less than 4 minutes over mid-heat, okay? So please remember it. And another tip, coating could coating quality could be compromised, and you can actually see it with your own eye while using the frying pan. In that case, what you can do is clean it. Use water and vinegar at the same ratio and clean the frying pan within 3 minutes. Then you can use it longer. And you must have heard that some materials that are very strong could be used to clean frying pans. But if there is strong alkalinity, it can compromise the quality of ceramic coating. So please be careful. And if you want to keep it in the storage, you can do some oil seasoning before you take it to your storage. And don't overlap multiple pans together because it can also damage the surface of the coating. So please beware of the details that I've given today. And if you do that, you can use our frying pan product for longer time and become more healthy. All right? This is the closing scene from the film that I've introduced. 99% of all life that exists on Earth, we are already exposed to PFA. And we are already overdosing. Of course, it's very convenient, but it's already proven that it is poisoning the life on Earth. So you have to choose now. Would you choose convenience or would you choose healthy, albeit a little inconvenient? I think it's time to change. Please share this information with others. Why we have to use Medicook frying pans. Please share it with other people. Frying pan is happiness and health, not kitchenware. So please have pride and confidence in using our products. And I hope you are happy and healthy from now on. And another thing that I want to remind you of today, the most important things in my speech today. So while listening to my speech, how did you feel? What's your impression? Should we use fluorinated frying pan? And what frying pan should we use? You're right. You can forget about everything, but not the 4 things. So I will say first, please follow. Mid-heat. Use it over mid-heat. We have high fear efficiency, so you can just use mid-heat, not high heat. If you use high heat, the quality can be compromised. And the second keyword is vinegar. If you think the quality has been compromised, you can use vinegar. And it can make the frying pan alive again. The third keyword is scratch-free. We have developed a scrubber dedicated for our frying pan. Scratch-free scrubber. The fourth keyword is oil cleaning. Cleaning using oil. So please refrain from using too much water too frequently when you're cleaning the frying pan. I recommend using oil and then keep it in your storage if you want. So please don't forget these 4 keywords. That ends the speech and presentation that I prepared. Lastly, don't get fooled by convenience. And famously, Harley Davidson's motto If the worker's pride is in the product, there's no competitor to that product. That's the motto of Harley Davidson. I want to highlight that. The members that will be selling the product, you have to study and learn the information about the product. And you're very much allowed to have pride and confidence in the quality of our products. Thank you very much.
안녕하세요.
Hello
반갑습니다.
everyone.
네.
Good afternoon.
네. 반갑습니다. 한 2달 만에 다시 쓰는 것 같은데요. 8월 6일
It's been 2 months to be here again.
네.
So
오늘 그 얘기 좀 하려고 합니다.
I launched
네.
the root care
그래서 저는
Vital.
Refrain from using too much water too frequently when you're cleaning the frying pan. I recommend using oil and then keep it in your storage if you want. So please don't forget these 4 keywords. That ends the speech and presentation that I prepared. Lastly, don't get fooled by convenience. And famously, Harley Davidson's motto, if the worker's pride is in the product, there's no competitor to that product. That's the motto of Harley Davidson. I want to highlight that. The members that will be selling the product, you have to study and learn the information about the product. And you're very much allowed to have pride and confidence in the quality of our products. Thank you very much.
안녕하세요.
Hello
반갑습니다.
everyone.
네.
Good afternoon.
네. 반갑습니다. 한 2달 만에 다시 쓰는 것 같은데요. 8월 6일
It's been 2 months to be here again.